What is going on, everybody? It is me, James, here from FIFA, and today I am doing I'm doing another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 26. I do believe, I really hope so. And we start off here with an offer from Schalke for Shane Long, £8 million. But because he's playing so well at the moment, I wanted 17 million. And Sadio Mane is coming back into the team, and it's all going good right now. Transfer window, Mane coming back, and just everything's on the up. And as you can see, those are the players with different statuses. Like Hoyville, Mushida. They're all transfer listed just because I don't like them, don't want them, and all the youngsters are loan listed. But for the first game of today, we faced West Ham at the bowling ground here at Upton Park. And, there's a marginal difference. We have twice the amount of points they have, and they're sitting 18th. So, I'm not going to say we should get a win. I'm not going to say, this will be a walkover, but we should be winning. We're in the top. I think we're second right now. Maybe we're in the top 4, and they're in the relegation zone. We're doing so much better. We're the champions of England. We should be winning this game, and we should be getting the 3 points. And just if we don't, then that's a very bad thing. Well, and I went with a strong lineup. Todd Kane, of course. He's getting so much experience right now, and I'm really liking him. But I kind of really want Nathaniel Klein back. And West Ham provided early pressure, as you can see there. It's a rate, and but we had our own pressure, and I gotta admit, this is probably my favorite goal of the series so far. Dusan Tadic passes it in to Malanda, and it's just above the ground, so he can look at that. It's perfect. It bounces, and it's a sweet half volley. Look at that. Bam. That's beautiful. At that moment, I think I was having an orgasm, because that goal is just one of the best I've ever seen. And not literally about that whole orgasm part, but I was amazed. I was stunned. I was just completely left with my mouth open, because it was just such a good goal. And I mean, that's seriously probably goal of the series so far. I mean, that the weight of the pass was perfect, and just the finish was perfect. But Ravel Morrison could have leveled right in the 44th minute, but thankfully he put wide, and we go straight up the other end, and Berahino is on the ball, and you know what he's going to do. He's going to apply his master techniques of scoring and get us a goal to put us 2-0 up here at the bowling ground. And I mean, I gotta admit, this wasn't exactly a walkover. I'll be honest with you. This game basically was dictated by West Ham. They had the more shots. They had the more possession. We were second best, really. There's no other words for it. But Berahino gets his 4th goal of the season. Really needs to improve on that. But I mean, we were second best most of the game. And but Tadic gives it up to Berahino, who just about gets around Winston Reed and slots it home to make it 3-0. And I mean, just like it's not like I wasn't confident, it's not like I was pessimistic, but I just didn't feel like we were the better side. I felt like we were getting dominated, and we were just oh god, I'm tired, but we were just getting, we weren't getting rolled over, but just we weren't controlling. West Ham were controlling, but whenever they slip or have a slip of mind, we would just counterattack and get a chance. That was basically it. Just sit back and wait for them to make a mistake, and that's basically what we did the whole game. And the tactics ended up working, so I wasn't really I wasn't really too happy, but I wasn't too displeased either. Because, we walk away with 3 big points and 3 big on the goal difference. And that just shows you, look, I mean, West Ham had all the constant pressure, but they couldn't find the net, and just that was their own demise. But as you see, in the other game of that day, Hull City lost 2-0 at the KC Stadium. But after the game, we see Sampdoria want the Danny Ings, and we just say flat out reject all offers, and we disallow future offers. And Jordan Turnbull, is gonna go on loan to Morecambe for the rest of the season. So that's good. Hopefully he can get some good experience and grow a little bit more there. And we see that Schalke have upped their bid by 500 grand, but I just go and say 17.5 just because unless they're willing to match what I want, they're not going to get him, because 17.5 would be a very respectable amount. You gotta think about the overall team, I mean, if it was Danny Ings, I wouldn't sell him. If maybe it was Tadic, I wouldn't sell him. But Long, it's not like I don't want him, it's just he isn't a special, like I have a special thing with Danny Ings and Dusan Tadic. I never want to sell them. I want them to grow old and retire at Southampton, but it's just like one of those sentimental things. I don't know. But we did go ahead and sign Sammy Amiobi on a pre-contract, just because the left-hand side, we only had one left mid, and the rest were youngsters. And then I just realized Sadio Mane was back for it comes back in 10 more days, so I felt kind of stupid after that. But it's a pre-contract, and hey ho, I mean, like who cares though? Just who genuinely cares? But we faced Sunderland in the next game, and they were much more respectable competition, shall we say, as they are sitting in 7th and occupying that 3rd Europa League spot. And we were very tired after that West Ham game. There was like 3 days in between, so we didn't have we didn't have the strongest of squads, but that's what's good about having a lot of reserves. You can just play, very good. You can play like you can play your strongest 11, and then 3 or 4 days later you can play your second strongest 11. And the great thing about your second 11 is that they're filled with players that could be in the first team. But in the second minute, we do our little trademark scoring from the off goals, and it's Shane Long and the Irishman, who's under some attention by some foreign clubs here, gets a goal, and that'll add to his transfer value for sure. And I mean, I thought it would miss actually, because look, you see, it kind of like bounces off the very, very inside part of the post, and goes in, and actually it doesn't register as a shot on target, and I thought that was kind of weird. At least I don't think it does. But Shane Long does put us 1-0 up, and he gets his 10th goal of the season. And Marcus Lopez here knocks through Mayuka, and he beats Billy Jones, and he could have 2, and we could have had 2, but I overplayed it. Shane Long has a shot, but eventually bounces off that kind of thing that holds the stadium down. And that was pretty much it. Nothing much to gloat about, nothing much to talk about in that game. I seem to either have really boring games, just 1-0, 1-1s, or really exciting games like 5-3s or 4-0s. I do get the occasional like 2-2s and 3-2s, but I mean, there's either really low, really boring games or really fun games. There's kind of not a whole lot of in between. But after that, I just decided to go ahead and try to get Robbie Brady on loan, because I really wanted a left mid, and I really wanted a young left mid that had we did go and ask Man United if we can loan out their Pereira, I think that's how you say it, from Belgium. And Schalke again come back to us with only that 8.5 million, but I just said 13.5, and you can have him, because it said at the top, there's a chance they'll pay 10.5 to 13.5. And as you can see, the board have sold Victor Wanyama to Newcastle for 3.1 million pounds. I'm kind of sad about that, because I am in my second season. I did win the title, and I feel like I'm doing well. So I kind of wanted to have the final decision. Now I don't like when the board go behind me and sell players, because I could get at least 6 million out of him. I know I can. And even if he didn't sell, oh well. I could always just keep him and sell him in the summer. But as you can see, we did play Leeds here, and I played a very youthful lineup with the likes of Cody Cropper, Barnes, Flanagan, Sims, McQueen. All those players who never get a chance under me in the league, or who play like one game a season. This is the time to show me that they can perform against shall we call, big teams, not just the under 21s and under 18s, but against teams that are in the Championship or the League 1 or 2. And Barnes shows very good intent in the first few minutes, but I swear that goalie was on fire. He was taking steroids or something, because this guy was an absolute beast throughout the whole game. But sadly, in the 25th minute, a very good shot straight into the top hand corner eventually sees Adrian get a goal, and I gotta admit, there's nothing I could do about this. Cody Cropp was just beaten, and it just goes straight into the top hand corner, and nothing can be done about that. And he does get his first goal of the FA Cup. But as you can see, Danny Ings, yes, he substituted for Barnes, gets the equalizer in the 54th minute, and I was so happy when this happened, because I wasn't failing to create challenges. I did have a good opening 20 minutes, but after that I seemed like dry off, and really I couldn't create a lot of chances because there were barely any pace. I mean, like, Gallagher's tall, Barnes isn't all that fast, and just I don't have a lot of fast players, except for my normal 11. My youngsters, they're not a whole lot of fast players, and as you can see, like, straight after halftime, I basically substituted him straight on, and Will Hughes as well. But in the 65th minute, Billy Sharp's trying to get a goal into his former club, but a very good save by Cropper, and he was proving his worth. But you knew it was going to come. Sam Gallagher, the man I praise so much, bags the winning goal in the 85th minute. And I praise him so much because he's such a good player. I don't know. I know how to use him. I know how to use big strikers in FIFA 15. It's just you gotta have a fast striker. You gotta have a small man, big man. So like Aguero, Dzeko, Javier Hernandez, and Robin van Persie, something like that. A very quick striker who can also score, and a tall man who can head and score. Who doesn't have the best of pace. That's how that's how you can use it. And I finally figured it out. And we could almost got a third, but I think I overplayed it, and it's a good save. And eventually, it's full time here, and we do win 2-1. And I kind of a scare, we were 1-0 down for most of the game. For the first half, completely, after 20 minutes, we were dominated. But, we came back and showed resilience, and we did win 2-1, which I was very happy about. And a little grin from my Yoshida. And if you didn't see that goalkeeper made 11 saves. So that just shows you how good he was. But this is going to be the end of the episode. If you guys have enjoyed, drop a like, drop a sub if you're new around here, and the last thing you see us do is accept Pereira on loan. And that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace. Drop a like, subscribe.